Before I give you the next exercise, I need you to become a tan expert. So I need you to know everything there is to know about tan. So we've done this before. When you differentiate tan, you will get this thing, and also when you differentiate tan, you will also get this thing. So this is exactly the same as this, just written differently. And also know that tan squared of x is this thing here, and then when you integrate tan of x, you will get this thing here. So in this video, we're going to derive these four blocks. Okay, so let's start off with this. Let's say tan of x. So we've done all this before, so I'm just summarizing all the things that you need to know about tan. So let's start off with tan. Rewrite tan as this, and then rewrite it as this. Now use the product rule. So you've got one block multiplying with this. Use the product rule to differentiate tan of x. So that will then give you this thing here, and then rewrite this as this, and then this thing here. If you tidy up the whole thing, it will actually become this. So now if you differentiate tan, you will get, well, this thing here is 1, and then this thing here is really tan squared. So when you differentiate tan of x, you will get this thing here. You will get this thing here. So that's our first block done. And also when you're here, another way of rewriting this is to times top and bottom here by cos of x. So that will then become this. So now same denominator. You can merge the two fractions. That will then give you this. And remember, cos of x is like this. Now if you go the other way, it will be secant. So well, this thing here is the same as this thing here. So this will then give us our second block. Okay, and then the other blocks start out with this, and then if you divide everything by cos squared of x divided by cos squared of x divided by cos squared of x, this thing here will be 1, this thing here will be this, this thing here will be this. Well, this thing here is really secant squared, and then this is really tan squared. This is 1 here. So you can think of tan squared as this, take away this. So basically tan squared is this thing here. So that's our third block done. And now the last block. How would you go about integrating tan of x? Well, imagine tan of x as this thing here, and then when you're integrating, try to keep an eye out for something being near enough the derivative of another thing. You see, this thing here is near enough the derivative of this thing here. So if you look at this here, this is near enough the derivative of this, because when you differentiate cos of x, you will get minus sine. So here you've got something here, and then this thing here. What's on top is the derivative of what's at the bottom. So really, it's like this thing here, u prime over u. Well, if you integrate this, it should be natural log. Think about, well, if I were to ask you, how would you go about differentiating the natural log of a bubble? Well, when you differentiate this, it will be 1 over the bubble, and then you've got to times with the derivative of the bubble itself. So this gets multiplied to the top. So you have derivative over the original thing. Well, look at this. This is near enough, but with a minus. So you can, well, try to keep an eye out on something being the derivative of another thing. Well, here you've got a case where you've got this thing, where what's on the top is the derivative of what's at the bottom. So you should think about the natural log. Every time you have this, you think about the natural log. So hang on, or a proper way of doing it would be this. You're trying to integrate this, because you know that this is near enough the derivative of this. Then set this to be your u. Okay, so if u equals this thing here, then du equals this thing here. So now you want to replace the dx. So divide everything by minus sine of x. So dx equals this thing here. So we can put this into the dx here, and then we can put the u into here, and then that will then give us this thing here. Okay, and then sine of x cancels out. Oops. Hang on. Sorry, hang on. This should be this. Bear with me. You don't need. Earlier it would be like this. Okay, it should be like this. But then you would take out the negative here. So that would then give you this thing here. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. So it should be a negative here, but then you would take it out, and then it would become this. Okay, so now integrate this. It will be this, and then earlier we said let u be cos of x. So your final answer would be this. So that would then give you your final block. So there, we've done all 4 blocks. So in order for you to do the next one, just know, well, just somehow write these four blocks down or memorize them. Okay.